This is the San Gabriel Mission as it looks today, one of the earliest of a chain of missions established throughout California by the Franciscan Fathers to bring civilization to this part of the New World. It was built in 1771 and dedicated to the patron saint, San Gabriel Archangel. Around it, the old Padres planted vineyards and orchards and taught the Indians useful trades. Above it rose the bell tower, calling the faithful to prayer. It is the story of one of these bells that I'm about to tell you. It starts back almost 200 years ago in faraway Spain, in the little town of Campana, near Sevilla. It was a poor village. The only noteworthy thing about it was the foundry of Ruelas, where bells were cast, to be sent all over the world.
That is enough, Miguel. You can go home now. Well, what is it? You do not wish to go home?
Excuse me, sir, but this is the day for my wages.
Already? Always it seems it is the day for your wages. Here, in another year, it will be 2 coppers you earn.
Thank you, sir.
Be sure and be on time in the morning. For tomorrow we cast the bell.
How early?
As soon as Father Lopez arrives.
Yes, sir. Good night, Juan.
Riding in the party. The child herself, Don Pedro, and a servant.
Then it will be easy. The servant can be dispatched with one thrust of the knife.
Make sure no harm comes to the child, though.
Or to the father. Dead man pays no ransom.
You know the place where the road narrows and grows steep?
About a league from here.
Better not to be seen leaving the village together. I will meet you there just after dark.
I'll saddle at once.
Our horses like that. You deserve to be flogged.
I came to warn you, senor. There are men who lie in wait for you up the road. Plan to kidnap the child. Child? The young lady.
How do you know this?
I heard them talking in the village. I ran all the way across the hills to try and head you off. You they are going to kill.
Now you enlarge the story.
You do not believe me?
Come here, boy.
He is telling the truth, Papa. I can tell.
I think you are right, Isabella. We will turn back. Take the other road. What is your name?
Miguel, sir. Miguel Sanchez.
Here, Miguel.
Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you.
God go with you.
Silver. Yield silver.
Miguel, where have you been all this time?
I'm sorry, Mama.
For this you get no supper.
Then I'll buy some. Not just bread either, but meat and sweets.
So that's what you've been up to. Stealing.
No, Mama.
My son has turned thief.
It was given to me.
A likely story.
By a rich nobleman. The banditti, they were going to kidnap his daughter. I ran and warned him, and he rewarded me.
Don't lie to me.
By the holy saints, it is the truth.
Silver.
First I have ever touched.
Miguel, we are rich.
Yes, Mama.
Now we can buy things.
Food.
Clothes, shoes, things for the house.
We can go to the shops.
The shopkeepers will come to us.
They will?
As soon as they hear we have silver. The first thing in the morning I will send for them to bring their goods here to show us, just as the rich people do.
Elegante.
Huh? Yes?
Elegante.
Yes. Good.
And this for the boy. You like it? We'll try it on.
Wait till I walk down the street. How people will stare.
Never know you for the same boy who works in the foundry.
Foundry? Today is the day they cast the bell. I must not be late. Oh. Here.
What a pity, a great pity. One cannot give what one does not have, Father.
Oh, do not think I am finding fault, my son. No bells in all Europe are finer than those cast by Pablo Ruelas. The town is proud of you. But the fact remains, the town is poor. In the case of ordinary bells, it does not matter. But a bell, such as this will be, which will summon people to prayer, it should be sweet upon the ear, for it is the voice of God. Is that not right, Miguel?
If you say so, Father.
He has never heard the bell with silver in it, Father.
Silver?
That is what gives the sweetness to the tone, Miguel.
Oh.
The metal is ready to pour.
You will make the announcement, or shall I?
We already know the answer, Father. It has been the same for years.
Nevertheless, it is a part of the ritual and should be observed.
Very well. Oh, yes, oh, yes. Is there one among those present who wishes to sweeten the voice of the bell by a silver offering?
Do not be ashamed, my people. It is no sin to be poor. And the good Lord knows, if you had silver to give, you'd give it gladly.
One, help me put the core in the mold, please.
No, wait. I'll be right back. Mama!
Your mama, she saw you wanted her fine dresses to a neighbor. Miguel, where do you go with the silver?
I'm sorry, sir, but you can take these things back to your shop. I have better use for my silver. No, wait! I have silver!
This is no time for tricks, boy.
But I have!
Our prayers have been answered. Did you come by this honestly, Miguel?
Yes, Father.
Then I will ask no more questions. The ladle, Senor Ruelas. Hold out the ladle. Here, my boy. You may drop it in. God will bless you, Miguel, for the sacrifice you made today. It will not go unrewarded.
Miguel! Miguel!
My mother!
Miguel, what is this that Salvatore told me? You came home and took the silver?
Please don't be angry with me, Mama.
Then let me have it at once.
I can't. It's gone.
Gone?
I gave it away.
What are you talking about? Have you lost your mind?
They needed silver for the bell, Mama, to sweeten its tone.
You threw that silver in the furnace?
Yes, Mama.
All of it?
It was for God.
The only silver we've ever had in our lives. Or ever will have. Oh, you fool! You little fool!
A wonderful thing your boy has done today, Elena. You have brought him up well.
I've done my best, Father.
You will both be present when the bell is blessed.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father. In our same old clothes.
We are gathered here today to bless this bell, which is to carry the word of God across the seas to the new world. Grant, O Lord, that this bell destined for thy holy church may be sanctified by the Holy Spirit, that its ringing will invite the faithful to the house of God and to eternal recompense. To the honor of Maria Sanctissima, whenever it rings, may the spirit of evil depart. Peace be unto thee.
Listen to it, Mama.
Yes, listen well. For it's the last you'll ever hear the sound of silver.
Father Lopez said I'd be rewarded.
When? In heaven?
There he is, Papa. I knew we would find you.
We have been looking everywhere for you. Your mother?
Yes, sir. This is the gentleman, Mama, who gave me the silver.
A poor reward, Senora, for saving my daughter from the hands of bandits, so I have come to do more for him.
My father wants to take you into his service.
Service?
To work for me on my estate. I can use a boy who is quick and bright.
Miguel is very bright, Your Grace, and a good worker. A noble boy, too. Do you know what he did with the silver you gave him? He put it in that bell to sweeten the tone.
That was indeed noble. You should be very proud of him, Senora. Well, do you accept my offer?
Of course he does, Your Grace. He would be honored to enter your service. Wouldn't you, Miguel?
Yes, sir. I would be honored.
And so young Miguel Sanchez became the protege, I guess you'd say, of the wealthy nobleman. And by the time he'd grown up, he was overseer of the Don's whole vast estate.
I could not help it, Miguel. You looked so earnest.
And I will have to copy this page all over.
Oh, very well. You may slap my hand. Then you're not cross with me. I'm glad, because today is my birthday. My 18th birthday.
Yes, I know.
There's to be a dinner tonight in my honor. You are to attend.
Me?
Oh, it's all arranged. You are to sit on my right hand, by my own request.
I'm sorry, Isabella. I will not be able to come.
You have other plans?
Yes.
Another girl?
No. It is Father Lopez.
Oh, the priest. Well, you can see him another time.
I have put him off too many times already. He's growing anxious. And besides, he is not well.
What does he want of you?
He wants me to follow in his footsteps.
But surely you would not consider such a thing. Give up all this and more.
I do not know. I cannot decide.
He can't ask it of you, Miguel. He doesn't realize. He's an old man.
In any case, I must give him my answer. I'm sorry about the dinner.
It's all right. It doesn't matter.
I am here, Father. Father! Father Lopez!
Oh, Miguel. I must have dozed off while I was waiting.
I am sorry to be so late.
Have you given further thought to the matter we discussed, my son?
It has never been out of my mind, Father. But I just cannot seem to bring myself to... The world has so much to offer, Father. I suppose it's wrong of me to feel that way.
Not wrong, Miguel. Only human. Everyone faces the same thing. I did myself once.
And you have never regretted it?
I only wish I had another life to give, that I might answer the call to go to the New World.
The New World. New Spain. It sounds like a fabulous country.
But my generation is too old. Our roots go too deep here in our native soil. Like these ancient trees, we cannot be transplanted. It is young men the church needs, my son. Men with strength and courage and zeal.
But why me? Why must it be me?
Because you have in you the spirit of sacrifice. I've known it ever since that day when, as a small boy, you gave your silver to the bell.
I'll give you my answer tomorrow. I promise.
Tomorrow, then.
Good night, Father.
Good night, my son.
You can contribute to the church in other ways, Miguel. Support it as I do, with money. You will have plenty someday if you stay here. Surely you know my regard for you, Miguel. Over the years, you have become like my own son. That too I had hoped. Well?
Thank you, Don Pedro.
What are you thanking him for?
For helping me to make up my mind.
Well, you seem very pleased about it.
I am, Isabella.
Excuse me.
What is it, Luis?
I've been asked to deliver this to Senor Sanchez. It was his last request.
His last?
Father Lopez died last night.
Well, too bad. Now at least you are spared having to tell him.
I did not have to. He knew.
God go with you, Miguel.
Even then, it was several years before Miguel was allowed to go to the new world he had dreamed of. But at last he arrived in Mexico City and was received by the Archbishop.
Welcome, my son.
It is good to be here, Your Excellency.
You had a rough journey, I understand. Storms all the way.
There were times when we wondered if the ship would ever ride them out, and times when we did not care. But it was worth all we went through to be here now. What a wonderful city this is. The cathedral. It is as large as the one in Sevilla. And the university.
You must take a few days to rest and regain your strength.
Already I feel recovered.
The hardest part of the journey lies ahead.
I do not understand.
You've heard of Father Sarah and the mission she is founding in California?
Only vaguely.
There are only a few as yet. That part of the country is still a wilderness. Its people savages. But with the help of God and men like you.
Like me?
This part of the country has been assigned to you, Father Sanchez. About a 4-month journey north of here. The mission of San Gabriel, Archangel.
And a few days later, accompanied by another priest, an Indian guide, and an escort of soldiers, he started on the 2,500-mile journey northward. The soldiers deserted after a few weeks, and a short time later, Miguel's fellow padre was killed by an Indian arrow.
We turn back.
No, my friend. We will not turn back. We will bury our brother and continue on.
We go on, we get arrow too.
I have no other choice but to obey my orders.
Chala have choice. Chala turn back.
Lost in this strange country, known only that his destination lay somewhere to the north, Miguel continued grimly and faithfully on. But after many weeks of hardship and suffering, he became a man torn with doubts and fear. Had dedicating himself to the church been a mistake? If only the Lord would give him some sign.
The Angelus. My own. My own. Forgive me, Father, for ever doubting you. Now I know.
That happened almost 200 years ago. But at the mission of San Gabriel, the same bell still rings, calling folks to prayer. And in the church garden below, within sound of a silver tone, sleeps Father Miguel Sanchez, who early learned that sacrifice brings its own reward.
Jumpin' Jenny. Again, yellow lightning is struck in the Nevada desert. Gold. First at Tonopah, then Goldfield, now Rhyolite. The recorder's office is flooded with location notices as prospectors scramble to file claims, while location monuments and boundary markers sprout where before there was only sand and sagebrush. And as usual, where there's lightning, there's plenty of thunder.
Hey, what are you doing out there? Get away from those boundary stakes! Get away from them stakes! I said get away from them stakes! Oh, you dirty claim jumper, you! I'll pound you like one of those muckers! Good God, he's a woman!
Yeah, I'm a woman, but I ain't no claim jumper. This here's my ground.
Your ground? You're crazy. I've got papers on it.
Here's mine, dated May the 17th.
Mine's dated May 15th.
You changed those stakes afterwards to take in the strip where the rich vein runs.
Oh, you want to fight it out, do you? All right, I'll fight you. And I ain't full of no fun just because you're a woman, either. Woman.
That's just to show you that I ain't pulling my punches either.
She's got a kick like a mule, a face like a horse, and a disposition like a bear with cubs.
Mister, that was no less than claim jumping Jenny herself.
So she makes a habit of claim jumping, does she?
Sure does. I had to run in with her myself up in Tonopah. I'd staked me out a nice claim, filled out the location papers, and was all ready to file.
You lie. You never was near that recorder's office.
I didn't get a chance.
No, because you was too drunk. You went on a spree.
I was just celebrating like any he-man would, and you took advantage of it to jump my claim.
That ain't claim jumping. I never jumped a claim in my life. Give me my mail and let me get out of here.
There ain't none for you, Jenny.
There ain't.
Nope.
But I always get a letter the first of the month.
I know, but not this time.
That's funny. Maybe it's in the corner of the mail sack and you missed it.
I always turn the mail bag inside out.
Can't understand it. Never failed to write before. Must be something wrong.
Mother's going to think something terrible has happened when she doesn't get my usual letter. But I thought I'd be in Rhyolite long before this.
Travel in the West is a little different than where you come from. This is still a new country, and a pretty rough one in spots.
That's why I didn't write I was coming. She never would have approved. But a girl can't stay in finishing school all her life. I've been finished and refinished until I'm sick of it. Besides, I haven't seen Mother in 7 years.
7 years?
Oh, it does sound awful, doesn't it? But you really mustn't blame her. It's just that she owns so many big mines and things. Whenever she plans on coming east to visit me, something important's always come up.
Mining's a strange business for a lady to be in. She must be very brilliant.
If she weren't, she wouldn't be where she is.
Poor Jenny, getting a headache worrying about a letter that didn't come. While at the very moment, a bigger headache was rolling her way. Maybe I should say poor Linda, too.
You ask me, the desert's getting too gall-darn civilized. A mining camp with an ice plant. What are we going to have next? Ice cream? Must be Charlie Schwab's field engineer. I hear tell he's coming here to look over some new properties for the old man.
I'm going over to the post office. I wonder, would you have my bags put in the hotel until I can call for them?
Certainly.
Thank you. And thank you for your company.
Well, I'm the one that should be doing the thanking. You've turned a dull trip into one I'll never forget.
Who's the little chickie with him?
His wife, I guess.
The way he's paying attention to her? You better guess again.
Oh, I'll be out of town a few days looking at some property, but when I come back, may I call on you?
If you don't, I'll be disappointed.
She's coming over here.
Anything I can do for you, miss?
Are you the postmaster?
Postmaster, storekeeper, justice of the peace, and sometimes undertaker.
I'm looking for Mrs. Parrish.
Parrish?
Mrs. Jane Parrish.
You don't mean claim There's a Jenny Parrish.
That's the one. She owns a big gold mine here. One of the richest. What's the matter?
Well, I didn't realize she was a missus.
She's a missus, all right. I'm her daughter.
Her daughter? You don't say. It don't seem possible. Jenny's daughter.
Could it be the big house on the hill?
Huh? Oh, no. That belongs to Senator Clark of Montana.
Oh.
Oh, you might find her. Now, it's just possible if you go out that way, along the ridge road, the last house.
How far is it?
Oh, it ain't far, just a hoop and a holler.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, what you want, Jim? Who is she?
Who is she? You won't believe me when I tell you. She's the... Sorry, but it's against the rules to gossip about official business.
Excuse me, sir. I'm afraid I'm lost. I'm looking for Mrs.
Linda.
Mother.
Linda, baby.
Mother, I didn't know you.
Oh, I didn't know you either, baby. Why, you've grown up to be a beautiful young lady. Just like I always prayed you would. But what brings you here? No trouble, I hope.
No, I just wanted to see you. It's been so long.
Been long to me, too.
Do you really live here? In this place?
When I ain't prospecting.
Mrs. Jane Parrish. The wealthy mine owner. Why did you ever write such things? My friends, how will I ever face them after what I've told them?
Shucks, baby, they don't need to know. Them girls back at school never have to find out.
It isn't just the girls at school. It's other people, too. Oh, I feel like such a fool. I wish I'd never come out here.
So do I, baby. If it's going to make you feel unhappy. I didn't mean no harm by what I read. I only done it so that you'd feel as good as the rest of them and hold your head high. And one of these days, I'm going to strike it rich and then everything's going to be all right.
That doesn't help any now.
No, guess it don't. How'd you get the money to come out here?
I saved it from what you sent me.
You got any left? Well, it'll be a mite crowded to put you up here. There's a nice hotel in town with electric lights and running water. Now, you can stay there until I can scratch up enough to send you back east. And, baby, if it'll make you feel better, I won't tell anyone I'm your mother.
The southeastern boundary runs right along there. That's this line here, following the rich vein. Some of the markers got pulled up by mistake.
And no doubt about it, you've got a good claim here.
One of the best in the district.
Then suppose we get down to business. Mr. Schwab isn't one to haggle. There's something he wants to pay what it's worth.
What in blazes do you do now, my ground?
It ain't yours, and you know it.
His claim only goes to there, mister. This strip belongs to me.
Don't listen to her. She's known as Claim Jumping Jenny. She's famous all over Nevada.
If there's any dispute about this ground, Mr. Schwab wouldn't be interested. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Ma'am.
Well, you heard what he said. Charlie Schwab, he was going to buy this claim, and you went and blasted the deal. If you was a man, I'd haul off and knock you flat.
You already done that.
I got a friend in Independence. Smartest mining lawyer in the country. I'm taking me a horse. I'm going right over there right now and see him. And settle this thing once and for all.
You try crossing Death Valley in June, and all you'll settle is yourself. You know how hot it gets there.
Not half as hot as I'm going to make it for you, you claim jumper.
All right. Go ahead. It'll be good riddance of you.
Linda? Hello, Linda.
Hello, John.
I just got back to town. Say, how'd you make out with your mother?
Well, I haven't seen her yet. She's away on business.
Oh, still got that bridge to cross, huh? Where are you staying?
At the hotel, for the time being.
Fine. I'll do my best to see that you don't get lonesome.
That'll be very nice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an errand to run. Oh, excuse... I beg your pardon.
My fault, miss.
Hi there, Hungry Bill. Where'd you get the outfit? Me find. Yeah. You find? Whereabouts? Death Valley, yes. Yeah, where was the owner? Maybe lost. Maybe dead, yes. Hey, Jim. Come here.
Take a look at this. You ever see it before?
I sold Buck Hanson one like this the other day.
Oh, Hungry Jim found it out in the Death Valley along with the rest of that outfit.
Must be Buck's, all right. I hear tell he was heading for Independence to hire himself a lawyer. Whereabouts in Death Valley?
Near Daylight Pass, yes.
How long ago?
Ooh, 2 days, 1 night, yes.
It'll take us another day to get to him. Any chance he'd be alive?
And no human could live that long without water in Death Valley, weather like this.
What do you think we ought to do?
Well, come sundown and it's cooler, we'll ride out and take a shovel.
Well, that ought to make you real happy, Jenny. You got no competition for that claim now.
We find Jim Tex and Bill the Indian on their grim mission. They pushed their horses steadily all that night, and by morning reached the country near Daylight Pass.
Well, it's about time you got here. The last of my water.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, no thanks to none of you. Well, don't just stand there. Help me pick him up and put him in the wagon. And then give me your canteen. And when you drive, well, I stay with him and keep his blanket wet.
Buck Hanson had a pretty close call. In fact, if anybody but Jenny had taken care of him, I doubt if he'd have pulled through. But with Jenny's determination that he was going to live, well, death never had a chance.
Jenny! Jenny!
What are you bellowing about now?
I've been doing a little thinking.
Be careful or you'll get a relapse.
Oh! When you brung me in here, who undressed me and put me to bed?
Dang flies are sure getting pesky this time of year.
You shouldn't have done it. 'Twasn't decent.
Why, you cantankerous old burro. When we got you here, you were so near dead there was nothing indecent about you.
I suppose now that you saved my life, you think I'm going to deed over that piece of claim of mine to you.
Tain't yours to deed. That's my ground.
Ain't either.
Tis too.
Give me my clothes. I'm getting out of
You
here.
get 'em when I think you're well enough to wear 'em.
I'm well enough now.
I think different.
Confound you, Jenny Parrish.
Shut up and lie still. Here comes Jim Dalrymple.
Howdy, Jenny.
Howdy, Jim.
How do you feel, Buck?
Oh, he's getting to be his usual disagreeable self again.
What you got there, Jim? Beer?
Nope. Ice cream.
Oh.
Made it myself.
Good.
With ice from the new plant. It's kind of melted a little, but it's still cold.
That's
Here.
just what he needs. Something to cool 'em off.
Why did I get mixed up with her anyways?
Well, Jenny's quite a woman. Ain't many would have done what she did under the circumstances.
That's agreed to. But she's got the gal dangest disposition of any woman I ever seen. Wonder if she's an old maid.
She ain't no old maid. She's a widder.
Widder? Mean she was married once? Must have drove her husband to an early grave.
Nope. I hear tell he run off with another woman.
I can understand that.
Left her with a little girl to take care of. Pretty tough on a woman, taking care of a little kid all by herself. Especially when she tries to do real well by her. I hear tell she put her in a fine school back east. Before she came out here 7 years ago. And now that kid is the prettiest girl you ever seen.
How'd you know?
She happens to be in town at the moment.
Jenny never said nothing about her. She ain't been seen around here.
I know. The way I calculate, she's ashamed of her ma.
Ashamed?
I hear tell she's going out of here on that stage tomorrow.
You sure are full of information. Where'd you learn all this stuff?
Oh, I hear tell.
Linda, I can't let you leave like this without telling me what made you change toward me.
I wasn't aware I had changed.
Now, you know better than that. When we first met, I thought you liked me.
I still do.
You certainly haven't acted like it since we've been in town. Every time I've tried to see you, you've avoided me. I haven't had a moment alone with you.
I've been very busy.
Now, you know better than that, too. What is it, Linda? What's happened?
I'm sorry, but I just can't talk about it.
Son, how about you and me having a beer together? There's some things I hear tell I think you'll be interested in.
It's where you get out, miss.
Get out.
Yep, I'm going to show you around a bit.
Thank you. But I've seen all there is to see.
Oh, I don't think so, speaking as an old sourdough.
What's going on, Buck Hanson? What do you want to go and bring her here for?
Wanted to see what hard rock mining was like, Jenny. Some schoolgirls from the East ain't got no idea. I should have seen to it you had on the proper shoes, like your ma's. And outfitted in the proper clothes. When you work like a man, you gotta dress like one. Ever hefted one of these? You get calluses after a while. And your back ain't the same after you use one. Ask your ma. She knows. She swung that pick plenty of times, tromped plenty of miles over rough country, sending you to school, giving you the things that she never had.
What do you want to go and talk like that to her for, Buck? Now you made her cry. Don't you pay no attention to him, baby.
Oh, Mother. I've been so selfish. I'm so ashamed. Can you ever forgive me?
Now, baby. You just didn't understand. You gotta understand things to accept them.
Linda.
John, I'd like you to meet my mother. Mother, this is John Fleming.
Glad to know you, Mrs. Parrish. It's a pleasure to find you're not the hi-hat Linda had me expecting.
Thank you, young man. I'm glad to see you ain't high-hat either.
Well, this ain't no place for me. You can have the claim, Jenny. I don't want no part of it.
Buck! Listen, you pot-bellied old coyote, I ain't taking no claim from you.
Then give it to them for a wedding present.
I ain't gonna do that either.
Why, you stubborn old sidewinder, you.
From now on, we're working this claim together. As partners.
That's the deal, partner.
Well, sir, as our friend the postmaster would say, from that day on, the claim jumping part of Jenny's name was dropped. And a fancy finishing school back east lost one of its best paying customers. The Bandits of Panamint. It's the year 1873, and the sheriff's posse is pursuing Rod Ross and Coop McFarland. Bulletins are posted all over Nevada for the capture of the two daring young road agents, and the sheriff, in whose territory they staged their latest holdup, has made up his mind that he'll catch up with them this time if he has to chase them clear into the wilds of Death Valley, which is right where their trail is leading.
There's the strong box. We're on the right trail, all right.
They're taken to the rocks. You want to follow them?
I'm a sheriff, not a mountain goat. Besides, Death Valley will take care of him as good as a law could.
Across the summit.
But they figured we'd never make it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'd begun to think we wouldn't either. Phew! Look it.
No. That ledge behind you. Silver. Silver ore.
A whole ledge of it.
There's a whole mountain of it. It's all around us. We're working on it. Shoot. We struck it rich. Swing your partner, 1, 2, 3. We got a silver mine beneath our feet.
Hey, maybe the joke's on us. What are we going to do with this now we got it? Outlaws with a price on our heads. We can't go near a recorder's office to file. We can't even have the stuff assayed without running the risk of being arrested.
We'll do it. By proxy.
I heard about the posse chasing you down into Death Valley. They said you... Well, I thought you were dead.
They don't know that country like me and Cube.
Oh, but Rod, you're crazy to come back into town when your picture's pasted all over and the rewards doubled.
Wait till you see what I brought.
Where did you get those?
Panamint Mountains.
You jumped somebody's claim.
No, honey, I just stumbled on it while we were hightailing from the posse.
Well, you don't dare file.
That's why I'm here. Will you do it for us?
Me?
You get the stuff assayed?
Would serve you right if I wouldn't. If you were just stuck with your rich claim.
I'll be back in a couple of days to get the report.
All right, but not here. It's not safe. I'll ride up and meet you near Last Chance Springs.
That's my girl.
Gentlemen of Congress, as United States Senator from Nevada, I stand before you today to protest against the demonetization of silver. Silver, my friends, is...
Someone to see you, Uncle.
Someone to see you, Uncle. Millie, how many times have I told you not to disturb me when I'm rehearsing a speech?
It's about a new silver mine.
Silver? Show him in.
Well...
Show him in, show him in.
Senator Stewart.
Millie, what's the idea? I don't know who you are, young lady, but
I have some samples of silver ore to show you, Senator.
I'm a very busy man, Miss...
Haley.
I'm on my way to Washington very shortly, and I haven't time to look at pieces of rock picked up by young ladies. Where did these come from?
Here's the assayer's report.
$600 a ton. How did you get hold of these?
From the owners, the men who made the strike.
Who are they?
Rod Ross and Cube McFarland.
Rod Ross and Cube McFarland. That pair of bandits. I understood they were dead.
No, they're very much alive.
And they had the nerve to send you here?
Oh, they haven't the slightest idea I'm here. I came of my own accord.
Why?
Because I knew you were the biggest mining man in Nevada, with the most influence.
What's your proposition?
I'll get Rod and Cube to show you the claim.
Good.
Provided you guarantee the protection from the law.
That's a little irregular, but, very well.
May I have that in writing, please?
Writing? You're pretty smart, aren't you?
Oh, and one thing more, Senator. As part of the deal, you'll agree to square them with Wells Fargo.
Square them?
For all of their past mistakes.
Young lady, I happen to be the attorney for Wells Fargo.
And what you say goes.
That's the most outrageous suggestion I ever heard. Very well. I agree.
Thank you, Senator. May I have that in writing, too, please?
By George. What an attorney you'd make.
How did you ever have the nerve to see him, Gwen?
He was very sweet.
It's a trap. You find out about our mine and snap the handcuffs.
No, he promised you immunity.
He'll deny it.
He can't. I got it in writing.
This his signature?
Yes. Oh, Rod, he wants that mine of yours the worst way in the world. That man worships silver. He'll pay you top price for it. Oh, this is your chance to clean up and really go straight. Now we can be married instead of having to meet like this.
Oh, honey. What a road agent you'd make.
As chief detective for Wells Fargo, this is the most undignified situation I've ever been in.
Well, how do you think I feel? Head of the posse that chased him clear down through Death Valley.
I quite understand your feelings, gentlemen. But this plan will put the boys back on the road again. The right road, I mean. And we'll all benefit. If you'll read the charges, Mr. Hume.
January 29th, held up and robbed the stage at Candelaria. $1,750.
That's right. Yeah, quite a haul.
February 17th. You didn't do so well that time. Only $500. March 10th at Pioche, $2,175. April 17th, $940. May 5th at Winnemucca, $1,149. June 3rd, the Eureka Austin stage.
That's right, Sheriff.
$5,372.
And 71 cents.
Well, now let's get back to the credit side of the ledger. You gentlemen are the owners of a mining claim in the Panamint Mountains, known as the Ophir.
Correct.
You're prepared to sell? I already have a check here made out for $25,000.
$25,000? Why, that mine's worth $100,000. Perhaps. You know it is. Why, you've been up there with us, seen it for yourself.
You forget, though, you gentlemen are getting immunity along with this deal.
That's not worth $75,000.
Rod, your freedom is worth everything.
Oh, now, let's not argue. After all, you gentlemen are hardly in a position to, quibble.
Why, that's highway robbery. What I mean is...
That's what I mean. Well, how about it? Will you accept the terms, or would you, prefer to deal with these gentlemen?
Senator, you forget I have this little piece of paper which you signed.
Valid only in the event we come to terms. And the terms are $25,000 or nothing.
25,000, split two ways. Minus what you owe Wells Fargo. 2 and 9 are 11, and 5 is 17, 13... $10,986 and 71 cents.
That'll leave us practically broke.
But free.
All right, Senator. You hold the high cards. We'll take it.
Good. Well, now that everybody's satisfied, how about a drink to celebrate? To the new camp at Panamint.
And the $75,000 you still owe us.
Try and get it.
That's just what I'm aiming to do, Senator.
Senator Stewart wasted no time in developing his new mine. Almost overnight, a camp mushroomed up there in the Panamints, with a stamp mill to handle the ore, which proved to be even richer than expected. Oh, the senator had driven a good bargain with the two outlaws, all right. But when he was ready to ship out the bullion...
Senator, but Wells Fargo refuses to be responsible for any shipments from your mine.
I never heard of such a thing. Wells Fargo covers the entire West.
But not Panama.
Why not?
Because those two bandits, Ross and McFarland, are hanging around there with a very personal interest in your output.
I'll pay 1% of the value of the bullion if you'll carry it. 1.5%.
My company refuses to take the risk.
Great guns, man. I'm a stockholder in Wells Fargo as well as its attorney.
Who made it possible for those two bandits to be at large?
But how am I going to ship my silver out?
That, I'm afraid, is your problem, Senator. Good day, sir. Good day, Miss Millie.
Good day, Mr. Hume.
Confound those fellows putting me in a spot like this. Here, Congress is convening next week, and I should be on my way to Washington.
You can't go?
Not with things the way they are in Panamint, or piling up and no safe way to ship it out.
Maybe you drove too good a bargain with those boys, Uncle Will. I kind of like that light-haired fellow. He had such nice manners.
Don't be ridiculous, Millie. Well, I've just got time to get that noon stage.
You going up there?
What else can I do?
Oh, may I go with you, Uncle Will? Oh, please. I'd love to see a wild and woolly mining camp before I go back east.
There's nothing wild or woolly up there.
Except Rod and Coop. By the way, what is Coop short for? Cupid?
How should I know?
I'll be ready when you are.
Millie, now Oh, confound everything.
Oh, the senator had reason to confound, all right. For Rod and Coop were really keeping an eye on his silver. Or should we say, their silver.
Store much more silver in that building and we'll bust.
Yep. They'll have to start shipping pretty soon.
You know, Cube, if we planned the geography of this place ourselves, we couldn't have done better. Only one way out. A long, narrow, winding canyon. Gwen, what are you doing here?
I got myself a job in the restaurant where I can keep an eye on you.
Now look here, Gwen.
Listen, I know why you boys are hanging around here.
Sure. It's no secret.
Even Wells Fargo knows.
Oh, why can't you be satisfied with what you've got?
Peanuts.
Look, you're free. There's no price on your head. This is your chance to straighten yourself out, to make a fresh start.
I will. When I get what's owing me.
Q.
Senator did hamstring us, Gwen. Here comes the stage.
Incoming stages never interested me much.
Well, speak of the devil.
Howdy, Senator. Let me take your bag.
You'll take nothing from me.
No?
No.
Miss Stewart, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do let me help you.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind. Gwen!
Millie.
Did you get the job in the restaurant?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good.
What are you two doing here?
Oh, just hanging around. Mining operations always did fascinate me.
Me too.
Well, in that case, I'll hire you both.
Hire us?
Hire us?
Yes, I need a couple of muckers down in the mine.
Well, thanks a lot, Senator, but digging in a tunnel for $3.50 a day never appealed to me.
Me neither.
All right. I'll pay you $10 a day. That's generous enough.
You know, for a man who's taken out... Hey, Cube, what did we figure the output was?
Oh. 24 bars of bullion in just the last 4 days.
24 bars, really?
Yep. Your uncle's doing all right.
Well, maybe I was a little close when I made my bargain with you gentlemen. I'll raise the price $10,000. How's that sound?
Oh, it sounds like it's still $65,000 short.
Rod, why don't you listen to reason?
Ah, he's a fool. Here you have a wonderful girl, better than you deserve. Why don't you marry and settle down and lead a decent life?
I will. Once I collect my dowry.
Have you got a girl?
No, sir, but I got my eye on one.
My advice to you is marry her.
Thanks, Senator. Glad to have your blessing.
You two are just wasting your time hanging around here. You won't get that silver.
Want to bet?
Think you're pretty smart, don't you, Rod Ross? You forget who you're dealing with. You can't outsmart me.
You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you, Senator? Well, I'm pretty sure of myself, too. I'll tell you what I'll do. The day you ship the silver out, and we don't get any...
Well?
I'll go to work for you, and I'll go straight. What do you say, Q?
It's a repulsive thought, but I'll throw in with you.
Uncle Will is having a fit. All he does is pace up and down and swear and come in here for coffee. I've talked to Q, but it's no use. They're going through with it. You like Q? Oh, I might if... Oh, yes, I do. I like him better than any man I've ever met. A road agent. Imagine. It'd be funny if it wasn't so...
I know, honey. I feel the same way about Rod.
If there was only some way we could stop them.
I think there is. Let's find the senator.
When a girl gets an idea, she gets an idea. And even the senator thought this was a good one.
Good morning, Senator. How's everything?
Well, fine, boys, fine. Have a cheroot.
What are you doing, running for re-election?
Oh, no, I'm just celebrating. First shipment of silver out. Tomorrow.
You think he's bluffing?
Yes, I do. I don't think he's waiting till tomorrow. I think he's shipping out tonight.
Then let's go.
Wish they'd hurry up. I'm freezing in this darn canyon.
You know something? If we get this silver, we're both gonna lose our girls.
This is no time to think of that. We got a bet on, remember?
Yeah. Our reputations are at stake. Maybe he's found some other way to ship the stuff.
There is no other way. Only this canyon. Looks like the senator's not going to keep his engagement after all.
Yeah, I'm darn hungry.
Well, come on, let's go back to camp and get some breakfast. Listen.
A freight wagon.
At last.
It's the senator and the girls.
So that's what he had up his sleeve, putting the girls on the wagon. The low-down tricks.
Well, good morning, boys.
Hello, Rod, dear.
Coop, shall we reach for the sky?
Is that silver in the wagon?
Yes. Almost 2 tons of pure silver.
Who's following the outfit?
Nobody. We're all alone.
So you figured you'd stop us by bringing the girls along. Well, you're wrong. You owe us that silver, Senator, and we're taking it, no matter what.
All right? That's the way you feel about it? Go ahead.
Will you look at that? I'm looking.
In case you're interested, those silver balls weigh almost 1,500 pounds apiece.
1,500 pounds?
Maybe you'd like to take them to the bank and ask them to cash them in. Or perhaps you'd like to roll them across the desert with a posse on your trail.
Okay, Senator, you win. I guess we know when we're beaten.
Well, I must confess I did have a little help.
I might have guessed.
You're not mad at me, are you, Rod?
No, honey. I'm not mad at you. No. We're just dying to go to work for the Senator.
Well, you will regret it, boys. With myself and these two young ladies, I can foresee a great future for you.
In that case, the sooner we get busy, the better. You need some help unloading the stuff the mint. You ride back here with the silver, sir. Senator, take care of the horses, will you?
So off we go. The Senator, to his great surprise, bringing up the rear. But unless I'm very much mistaken, he'll be back in the driver's seat before too long.
Long before it became known as the sport of kings, horse racing was one of the world's favorite pastimes. And nowhere did it enjoy greater popularity than in the Old West. This is the story of a fateful Nevada stake race, and I call it Half a Loaf. The story begins, however, not on the western frontier, but in far-off Virginia.
All right, I have $900. Going once, going twice. Sold to the gentleman for $900. Come, gentlemen. Now, just a moment. The sale may not be quite over. I crave your indulgence for just a moment.
Now what? Well, there won't be much left after the creditors are paid. I thought you might have changed your mind about Country Squire.
Look, we went through all that before. This was my father's favorite horse, and he is not for sale.
Well, he's way past his racing prime, and he's lame to boot.
You let me worry about that. Besides, I'm taking him as part of my share.
All right, gentlemen. All right, the sale is over. I know you gentlemen are anxious to get away, so I'll hurry up with the accounting.
He was right, you know, about Squire.
I'm willing to gamble my last penny I can get him into shape by the time the track opens.
But you don't have much left to gamble with, Greg. And it costs a lot to ship a horse to Saratoga.
Well, I'll squeak through.
I'll tell you what. I'll pay half of Squire's shipping charges and half his keep till you find out whether that leg clears up.
All right, on one condition.
What's that?
Half of everything I win goes to you.
All right. But you get half of all the gold I dig up.
Are you still going to sit out for Nevada?
That's right. It's a deal.
Whatever either of us comes up with, we share and share alike.
Keep your britches on, Sonny. We'll get there.
Couldn't we go just a bit faster?
Scared there won't be no gold left?
No, but it's a long road from Virginia. Now that I'm on the last lap, seems I can hardly wait. We'll be at least an hour late, won't we?
An hour? Nope. Won't be more than 55 minutes late getting into Cherry Creek.
Mind now, Pee-wee. Give him a good rub down.
Yes, sir, Mr. Murdoch.
Mr. Murdoch. What's up, Dawson?
Oh, boys.
Hi, Murdoch.
Well, we're making up a pool on how late old Charlie will bring in the stage today. Do you want in for $20?
Why not? I'll take 55 minutes.
Why, shucks, old Charlie's nearly 55 minutes late already.
Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. Well, I guess that's one on me, boys. The stage would have to be practically within hailing distance right now, or I'd lose.
55 minutes exactly. You win, Mr. Murdoch.
Well, now, wasn't that something? Sure pays a man to forget to look at his watch once in a while, doesn't it? Oh, sure. Well, thank you, boys. Thank you very much. Now, how about coming across to the saloon? The drinks are on me.
That's a good idea.
You did it again, Pop, after you promised me.
Well, I'm sorry, Helen, but I thought I had that Murdoch dead to rights this time.
Nobody ever has Sure Thing Murdoch dead to rights. Look, chances are he had it fixed up with old Charlie to bring the stage in at exactly 55 minutes late.
Now, you know that old Charlie wouldn't do a thing like that.
Well, he not only would, but he did.
Now, ain't I got troubles enough without a stranger butting in?
Sorry.
Oh, you're not butting in as far as I'm concerned. Look, it's time that the people in Cherry Creek learned a lesson about Sure Thing Murdoch. Why, he's won bets around here about everything from wrestling matches to how many crackers there are in a barrel.
Well, that still don't prove that Charlie was in on this.
Well, I rode up on the box with him. And he told me we'd be 55 minutes late getting into Cherry Creek. Why, he walked the horses along and then he speeded them up just to make it look natural.
Well, that still could be just one of those things.
Oh, one of those sure things.
All right, have it your own way.
Poor Pop. Oh, if you want something, I'd be glad to help you.
Well, I'm going prospecting, and I picked out this shovel, and, well, the truth is, I'm too green even to know what I need.
Well, the mining stuff's all over there.
Huh. Well, I see you run the post office here, too. Oh, I sure hope there's a letter for me pretty soon.
Oh, sounds important. Your wife?
Oh, not married.
The best girl?
My brother. All the family I got left.
Well, if you let me know where your diggings are, well, I'll try to get word to you if a letter comes. That is, if you tell me your name.
Oh, sure thing. I mean, Lamont Carlyle.
Oh, it's good to see you, Helen. You too, Pop.
Yeah.
Say, what brings you all the way out here?
Well, they had a little supplies to run the mine. You know, before you come along, I used to be able to make these deliveries all by myself.
Pop, you know why I came this time. It's lucky you sent us word you were changing your diggings to Sugarloaf Hill
You don't mean a letter finally came.
on this morning stage.
You know, I'm the duly appointed postmaster at Cherry Creek. But my delivering that piece of mail wasn't good enough for her.
Good news?
Well, Squire, that's the thoroughbred I was telling you about, is almost over his lameness. The very first week of the Saratoga meeting, Greg picked 7 winners. And,
What?
nothing but losers ever since. In fact, he's flatter than a flapjack. Had to take a job in the stable. Yeah, I wish I could send him a little money. The truth is, I'm almost busted myself. Well, I guess I was dreaming to think I could find a gold mine.
Well, wake up and quit dreaming. I think you've been standing on one.
A gold mine? Right here, you mean I'm standing on it?
Well, what do you expect, Nuggets? I've done a little prospecting in my day. That looks like pay dirt. Just don't stand there.
But I...
Butts is for billy goats. Get your claim markers up. You can ride into town with us. And bring plenty of those samples for your sayer.
Not yet?
No.
Well, I went ahead and filed the claim already. You, I was fool not to wait till you finished the assay report?
Yes and no.
Well, what does that mean?
Well, there's gold there, but it ain't high grade. Probably wouldn't run you more than $40 a ton. And you're going to have to move a lot of rock to make it pay. I don't think you'll ever make a go of it alone.
Well, I made my brother a half partner in the claim. I already wrote him to come out right away.
That won't do much good if all he's got is just muscles. You're going to need a lot of heavy equipment to get that ore out. You're going to need a stamp mill, all of which is going to take a lot of capital.
I see. Well, you suppose I could buy it on the strength of this assay report?
Oh, you mind get backing from any of a dozen different outfits in Denver or maybe even in San Francisco.
Well, I couldn't afford the fare there.
There's one local man that might be persuaded to loan you the money.
You mean you?
No, I was referring to Mr. Murdoch.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm kind of afraid to do business with him.
He's the only man in these parts with the cash you're looking for. So, if you don't want to do business with him, you just ain't doing business.
Thank you.
Well, my friend, I've already got those papers all drawn up for you.
That's so.
Yes, sirree. You'll never find moss growing on any proposition Samuel T. Murdoch is interested in.
Well, it must be a pretty good investment. Because I understand you never back anything that's not a sure thing.
That's right. I like sure things. And that's what you've got right here, a sure thing. But the proper equipment, that is. Without it, you've got nothing but calluses.
All right, let's see the papers.
I'm only charging you 10% interest. And the payment on the principal won't be due for 90 days.
That's mighty soon.
And to save time, I've already made out a draft to the Great Western Mining Equipment Company of Sacramento. You just endorse it and get it in the mail right away, and you'll be able to make those payments like they were peanuts.
Yes, but according to this agreement, if I should happen to default, you get to mine.
Well, now, a man puts up $15,000, he's entitled to protection. Anyone else you'd borrow from is going to demand the same thing. Well?
Just pen and ink in my tent. Excuse me. Well, you sure put one over on me, didn't you, Murdoch?
Well, I can't imagine what you're talking about.
This letter from the Great Western Mining Equipment Company. Informing me they won't be able to make deliveries on that equipment for at least 120 days.
Well, now, that's a real darn right shame.
Oh, I knew you'd cry your eyes out for me. Especially since the first payment on that contract is due you in 90 days. You found yourself a sure thing, all right, didn't you?
Well, now, how was I to know they were short of machinery?
Well, maybe this will refresh your memory. In fact, we had already informed Mr. Murdoch of the unavoidable delay in all deliveries.
Carlisle, I guess the rocks and the men are just a little bit too hard for you out here in the West.
What'd he say?
He's actually proud of the way he tricked me. The worst part of it is, it's like he says, all according to law.
Well, can't you get your money back and buy the equipment somewhere else?
Not a chance. They already cashed the bank draft and entered the order. There must be some law to protect people against a slippery customer like him.
No one in this town's ever had the courage to take Murdoch to court.
Maybe it's about time someone did.
Ready for the verdict. Litigants will rise. The evidence shows that you were deliberately deceived and done in. But we happen to have a principle in law, a caveat emptor, which means let the buyer beware. Now, you bought the money, but this court can do nothing about the terms except to urge you to do a little more bewaring the next time you make any deal, particularly with men of the defendant's nature. However, an investigation of the title to the Sugarloaf Mine reveals that Lamont and Gregory Carlisle were not registered as co-owners, but as individual owners of a 50% share apiece.
Well, what has that got to do with it?
Under the law, Lamont Carlisle had no right to put up his brother's half interest in this mine. It is therefore the decision of this court that S.T. Murdoch can foreclose only on Lamont Carlisle's half interest in the mine, and that Gregory Carlisle's separate half interest shall remain free and unencumbered. Court is adjourned.
Well, you're pretty slick yourself, ain't you?
Call it that if you like.
Well, what I don't like is being in business with your brother. Where is he, anyway?
I finally heard from him. He's on his way here.
Oh, good. Well, when he shows up, send him around. I never was one to be satisfied with just half a load.
Well, he'll be here any day, Murdoch. But I wouldn't be too anxious to meet him if I were you.
Greg? Greg! Well, hello, brother. How are you? Gee, it's great to see you, Greg.
Maybe you don't think I'm glad to see you.
Well, what took you so long? I thought you'd never get here.
Neither did I. But the only way I could cross country was on old Squire's back.
Good old Squire.
I just couldn't risk laming him again, so I took it in real easy stages. Every now and then I had to stop off to earn enough for grub. Well, hello.
You're Greg.
That's right.
This is Helen.
Well, I see you really did strike it rich up here, brother. And I don't mean just the Sugarloaf Mine.
Oh, Greg, listen about the mine.
Out of the way, everybody! Get back! Out of the way! Get back!
Horse racing, Western style?
Sure thing, Murdoch style. He's not only got most of the money in town, he owns a horse that just won.
Well, I'd sure like to meet him.
You will. In fact, you're in business with him.
Me?
Here he comes.
Oh, this is my brother.
Well, the long-lost brother. You know, I actually thought he made you up. Slick enough to, you know.
We Carlyles don't consider being called slick a compliment.
Oh, well, now, I didn't mean no harm. Me, I like everything slick. Men and, horses. Never saw a breed like that before. What is he?
A thoroughbred.
Oh, my mistake, I guess. I never would have picked that horse for a thoroughbred.
Listen, Mr.
Greg.
You were saying?
Never mind.
It's too bad he doesn't amount to more. I'm sort of running out of horses to race against Starhill. But, about the mine.
Later. My brother and I have some things to talk over first.
I'll be over at the saloon. Thoroughbred, eh?
Why wouldn't you let me take up his challenge? Or are you so set against betting?
Like I said, we got things to talk over.
Bring it through.
Yes.
All right. Bring it. Two. Yeah, 2, 1, 2.
Well, boys, here's to settling our differences.
Sounds like you got an idea on the subject.
Sure thing. I mean, sign your half of the mine over to me, and I'll give you a percentage on all I take out of there.
No.
Well, you haven't even asked me what percentage.
Don't have to. Why, you'd rig the book so that even a mother lode wouldn't show a profit.
You just don't trust me, do you, boys? Well, do you have a better solution to the problem?
Yeah. A little stake race. Our half the mine against yours.
You mean Star Hill against your horse?
That's right. What do you say?
Well, I'd want to sleep on it.
Well, I told you to back down, Greg. He only likes a sure thing.
Said I'd let you know in the morning, didn't I?
Well, suit yourself, Murdoch. Come on, Greg.
Where do you want us to start, Mr. Murdoch?
Start your race down at the rock slide. And finish up at this point up there.
That's about the right distance.
All right, let's get started. I'll be waiting down here.
Didn't even have to prod him, Mr. Murdoch. Star Hill had plenty left at the finish.
Good. How about that one?
I pushed him for all he was worth. He just ain't got it.
Heard Murdoch was looking for you boys. Over at the hotel.
Don't worry. He'll find us.
Speak of the devil.
Well, you boys changing your horse's shoes?
Just the 2 front ones.
Well, I must say he looks a lot sharper than the first time I seen him.
In other words, you didn't sleep too well.
How's that?
You said you had to sleep on it. I guess you had a bad dream and decided not to race your horse against Squire.
Matter of fact, I had me a mighty satisfying dream. Just real as life. I saw Star Hill breezing down Main Street an easy winner. Oh, you can't back down on me now just because you heard the mining equipment is finally arriving.
It is. Well, Carlisle never backed down yet.
2 o'clock this afternoon, then? Let's shake on it.
Let's put it in writing instead.
I already have. A winner gets all of the Sugarloaf mine, and this is something that'll hold up in any court.
shouldn't have let Murdoch trick you into this.
Well, half of mine's no good anyway.
Get ready. One, two.
I just can't understand it.
Well, it's not so hard to understand, Murdoch. We just tore a page out of your book.
How'd you work it? What'd you do?
Well, I knew you'd never make the bet unless you figured it was a sure thing, which meant that you'd probably kidnap Squire and hold a test race.
That still doesn't explain it.
This will. We put these heavy shoes, weighing 4 pounds apiece, on Squire's front hooves for your race last night. That slowed him down. And this morning, we put the regular shoes back on. Yeah, nail them up over your mantle.
The winning of that horse race was only the beginning for the Carlyle brothers. For the Sugarloaf mine became one of the most productive in the history of the Old West. Tombstone, Arizona, the town too tough to die. There have been countless tales about this famous old mining camp. One that's a favorite of mine is the story of a Chinese by the name of Quang Ki. Quang Ki earned his place in the sun all right, but after all he had done to help other folks, it must have been hard for him to become a county charge in his old age.
Pardon me. Have I the honor of addressing Mr. Quang Ki? My name is Moran, from Massachusetts. Glad to know you, Mr. Ki. Oh, I've heard a lot about you, and all of it was the best. Please, sit down. Oh, thank you. I understand you lived in Tombstone back in the wild and woolly days. Ran the best eating place between El Paso and the coast.
Food at Can Restaurant. Most excellent.
Oh, yes. Everybody that was anybody ate there, right?
Everybody is somebody.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure this man was one of your customers. Arthur Gresham. You remember him? Young fellow from Boston. Came out west right from college to manage the mining interests for his family.
So now he become honorable senator.
Well, he's running for office. They say he met his wife in Tombstone. Picked her out of a dance hall. Is that true?
Tombstone, very big camp those days. Many thousand people.
She's a very beautiful woman, even now. I could well believe that she was at one time an entertainer. The name is Anne. Does that ring a bell?
A bell?
Yeah, refresh your memory. Surely it caused some gossip at the time. Think back.
Too long ago. Quang Ki cannot remember.
Would $1,000 help jog your memory a bit?
You offer me money?
Now look, Mr. Ki. It's most important that the voters in this senatorial election know all the facts about the candidates. Now, you'd be performing a public service if you could give us that information. $5,000? $10,000?
So sorry, mister. But Kwong Ki, very old man. Remember nothing.
Senile old man.
But Kwong Ki do remember, as if it were yesterday, that day, 1881, when he first arrived in Tombstone. Walk along Allen Street, look at all the signs. Are you Alam? Me Kwong Ki, just arrived Tombstone. Look for job. Come in. Come in. Only one thing is better than one Chinese. It's a two Chinese, you see? By the time you get through working here, you feel like four Chinese. Busboy, waiter, dishwasher, bouncer. That's all right. Can never closes. Open round the clock. 5 a.m., always big rush. Crowd come in from Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, on next corner, sure. Biggest gambling house saloon in Tombstone. They win money, come in for late supper. Steak, ham and eggs. Why not quail on toast? Quail? If they have the price to pay, the mountain around Tombstone is full of quail. All we do is send out the hunter. Bring back venison too, maybe. We serve food no other restaurant have. Delicacy. Kwong Ki, right now I raise your wages. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Cocktail Camp. Sit down. Sit down. Welcome. Good evening.
It's good morning.
Good morning.
You see? He agrees with me. Good old Alam.
That isn't Alam.
What are you trying to do, Johnny Howard? Pick a fight? Sure, it's Alam.
Me Kwong Ki.
Kwong Ki, Alam, what's the difference?
Sit down, Nick. You need some hot coffee and some fruit inside of you.
Me fetch.
Anna Belayev, Queen of the Crystal Palace. When are you going to give me an exclusive interview for my paper?
Oh, no time like the present.
I said exclusive, sweetheart. Just you and me. No bean eaters.
I rather like beans.
You? A Russian? A subject of the Tsar?
What do you know about the Russians?
I'm willing to find out. They say, scratch a Russian.
Take your hands off of her.
You mind your own business, Mr. Gresham.
You heard me. I said leave this girl alone.
Why don't you sit down?
I'm giving you fair warning.
I said for you to sit down.
So sorry.
Clumsy heathen.
So sorry. Missy, maybe more better you sit over there where tablecloth is not soiled.
Thank you.
Cannot enjoy food unless everybody is friendly. Anger kill the appetite. Kwong Ki have a special treat for you. Fresh quail on toast.
Thank you for your escort, Art.
It's all wrong.
What's wrong?
that you have to put up with bounders like Nick Durst.
He was drunk.
Well, that's what I mean. Treating you like common property. It makes me boil.
You're very sweet. But don't worry, I can handle them. These men, they never get very far.
It's all wrong.
You said that before.
I'd like to smash this thing.
Why, deprive me of my living, don't you dare.
Then I'd marry you and take you out of the Crystal Palace, away from Tombstone, back to Boston with me.
Art,
For 2 cents, I would.
you're very sweet. I said that before, didn't I? We're growing repetitious. And it's growing very late. The stars are fading. Good night, Art.
Hey, when did that happen? The sign outside.
Oh, why you away on trip?
You're one of the proprietors now?
I'm the junior partner.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I congratulate you, too, Alan.
Thank you. Business have big boom at Can-Can. Food like nowhere else in Tombstone.
Speaking of food... White tablecloth. I feel as if I were in the Parker House in Boston. Do you know what I'd order if I were there now? I'd order me a big, beautiful boiled lobster.
With melted butter.
With melted butter. What kind of magic is this? Where'd it come from?
Guaymas, Mexico. Juan Key's idea. I say to myself, in middle of desert, what do customers want most? What is hardest to get? Fish. So I make arrangement to have fish and fleshy lobster shipped in from Gulf of California by fast stage.
Well, I'll be darned.
Please, we fix.
Wait till my mother finds she can get fresh lobster in Tombstone.
Your mama come here?
Yeah, she's arriving next week.
Very good.
Well, I've rather mixed feelings. Have you ever met a proper Bostonian, Kwong?
I meet you, Mr. Glesham.
Oh, no. No, I'm a far cry. But Mother is the very essence of Boston. Beacon Hill personified, with a little of Bunker Hill thrown in.
Very fine lady.
Yes, indeed. She's coming out to inspect the holdings my father left her, and which I manage.
We make her welcome.
Kwong, I have an idea. I'm putting my mother up at my place. It's quite comfortable for bachelor quarters, but the matter of meals.
Oh, she eat here in Can-Can.
Can-Can food, but served at home.
Serve at home?
It would be much pleasanter for her than eating out, and it's only a couple of blocks away. Would you mind sending meals in to her?
Oh, not send, Mr. Glesham. Take. Mushroom under glass.
In the desert? Mercy.
It's imported. May I serve, madame?
Yes, thank you. Parker House rolls. Gracious. I'm absolutely amazed, Kwong. I'd understood that Tombstone was a wild, disreputable camp. I never dreamed I'd find such courtesy and such exquisite service. Double damask. You know, I feel far happier in my mind about my son's living here.
Hilton Russian.
What's the idea? Cutting an old friend.
Hello, Nick.
You're not Mrs. Arthur Gresham yet.
How dare you?
Oh, come on now. Everybody knows you're trying to land him.
You drink too much, Nick.
Spoken like a mother. Give me another, Andy. Have you met her yet?
Who?
Old Plymouth Rock. I didn't think so. Why don't he introduce you to her? Because she holds the purse strings, and any little thing like a misalliance and she'll cut 'em off. So don't go getting your hopes up, Galabushka.
I am not interested in discussing the Gresham family.
Good. Then let's talk about you and me. Bring lady a drink, bartender.
No, please.
Oh, come on now. Have a drink with me.
Let's get something straight, Nick. I don't want to have a drink with you. I don't like you or your attentions. Do I make myself quite clear?
Quite.
Then please let me go. I've work to do.
So have I. I've got a column to write. It's going to be a beaut.
Four wins.
What do I think of Tombstone, Mr. Durst? Well, of course, it's very different to Boston. But I could say that about New York or Chicago.
One, please. No cream. The people here, how do they impress you?
Everyone I've met so far has been charming to me.
Art's introduced you to his friends?
Some of his business acquaintances.
No ladies?
Are there any ladies in Tombstone?
Well, now you've put me on the spot, Mrs. Gresham. There are women here of the so-called frail sisterhood.
That's putting it very kindly.
I'm very glad you've come out here, Mrs. Gresham. I think it's a good thing for Art.
What do you mean?
Well, when a fellow's alone and far away from home, he's apt to lose his sense of values.
Mr. Durst, are you implying that my son is attracted to some dance hall girl?
The Crystal Palace isn't a dance hall.
Crystal Palace?
That's where she works. It's a saloon and gambling house.
Merciful heavens.
In all fairness to Art, she's the one who's pursuing him. But then these foreigners are clever.
A foreigner?
Yes, Russian. Anna Belayev. She's probably after his money.
My money? Pardon me, that was very ill-bred.
How did we get on this subject? Oh, yes, I was asking you your impression of Tombstone.
I don't know why I'm telling you all this, Kwong. Except you're one of the few people in Tombstone who knows my mother and knows Anne.
Both a very fine lady.
If they'd just get together, I'm sure everything would work out. But Anne absolutely refuses to meet her.
Maybe story in newspaper make her shy away.
What story?
The story just come out today.
I haven't seen today's paper.
I have copy.
Boston was never like this. Grande Dame of Beacon Street deplores social conditions in Tombstone. Calls it a town of deadfalls. What? Large rough element. Are there any ladies? She doubts it. I can't believe Mother ever said such things. She's too well bred. Can I take this home with me?
Certainly, Mr. Gresham.
Why, this is dreadful. This is yellow journalism.
Then you didn't say these things?
Well, yes, I did after a fashion, but he's twisted my remarks.
You should have never given him an interview.
Well, I didn't realize I was being indiscreet. I don't even know what a deadfall is. I shall insist on a published retraction.
Well, the damage is done now, Mother. Explanations would only get you more involved.
I'm sorry if I've caused you embarrassment, Arthur.
I'll live it down.
Perhaps you won't have to, dear. You know, I've been thinking it might be well to put a manager in here in your place.
Why? What's the matter with the job I'm doing?
Oh, nothing, dear. Everything's running beautifully. So now somebody else can take over and allow you to return to Boston.
And suppose I prefer to remain in Tombstone?
You've been exiled long enough, Arthur, from your own kind.
Anne, you've got to let me talk to you. This is the first chance I've had to be alone with you in days. I think you're avoiding me. Why?
What is there to explain?
Well, Mother's background is pretty rigid and, well, conventional. The girls she knows don't work.
Then I should hate to put her to the strain of meeting me.
She'll love you, Anne, once she gets to know you.
I don't intend meeting your mother, Art, under any circumstances.
Anne.
Because I don't intend to marry you.
I've bungled this thing horribly, talking like a snob. Anne, please, don't go.
I'm sorry. My customers are waiting.
Now, you run along until tomorrow.
What did you give them?
Chinese sweet meat.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could all be made happy so easily?
Missy unhappy?
I'm leaving Tombstone, Kwong. I've just served notice at the Crystal Palace. This is my last week.
Where you go?
I don't know. I'd like to make a fresh start. Try something entirely different. But, well, this is the only thing I know how to do. And I have to earn a living.
Tombstone is not such a bad place.
Well, you've certainly done all right here. And I'm glad. You deserve it, Kwong. You're everybody's friend.
Kwong Ki request honorable presence, Madam Gresham, at private dinner Can Restaurant to celebrate his altogether ownership of this establishment. Friday night, 8 o'clock.
Oh, good morning, Dominique.
Good morning, Judge.
I see you're among the elect.
You received one, too.
Yes, I did. I'm going to accept.
I'm deeply touched to be included. I admire Kwong's religion.
I don't even know what Kwong's religion is.
Love of mankind.
Kwong give for dinner for a few select friends. Occasion a celebration. Hope you come.
Well, I don't feel much in the mood for celebrating, Kwong.
Judge Bond of District Court say yes. Reverend Endicott Peabody of St. Paul Church. Mayor Thomas, Dr. Housebrook, Professor Ames, Madam Gresham.
My mother's accepted?
Great pleasure.
Oh, well, then, of course. I'll escort her.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kwong Ki request honorable presence, Miss Anne Bailey, at private dinner Can Restaurant to celebrate his altogether ownership of this establishment. Friday night, 8 o'clock. Why not accept? It'll be my swan song to Tombstone.
Yeah. Oh, yes, about 3 weeks ago. Everybody was satisfied.
I received my education at Cheltenham and Cambridge.
I have a confession to make, Dr. Peabody.
That's what clergymen are for, Mrs. Gresham.
I didn't even know there was a church in Tombstone, let alone Episcopal.
Oh, we have churches of several denominations.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Kwong Ki very happy to welcome guests tonight. This party have two reasons. One, to celebrate new ownership of a Can restaurant.
Here, here.
Two, to show gracious visiting lady, Tombstone is not all wild and woolly. Splendid people here. Eminent judge, a young divine, honorable mayor, beloved doctor, professor, School of Mine, accomplished musician, Miss Anne Bailey, virtuoso on instrument which have place in Chinese culture, known today as accordion. In ancient China, Cheng. To all here, long life and happiness.
To our host, Kwong Ki, a good friend. To Kwong Ki.
A girl like that should be in Boston, not wasting her talents on the desert air.
You think so, Mother?
She's exquisite. Such poise. I don't see how she escaped you, Arthur.
Oh, she hasn't. I've asked her to marry me.
I can see what her answer was. You have my blessing, Arthur.
Could Kwong Ki ever forget?
Kwong Ki died at the age of 97 in the county hospital at Bisbee. Poor, one of the richest men in the Southwest, in Friends. The procession that followed him to his last resting place at Tombstone was a mile long. Among the distinguished people who came to pay him tribute was ex-Senator Arthur Gresham and his beautiful wife, Anne. If you visit Tombstone today, you will see on Boot Hill the grave of Kwong Ki, once proprietor of the Can-Can restaurant, the little Chinese who loved his fellow men.
This is the journal of Peter Lassen, an account of his experiences leading a small band of settlers through the rugged and treacherous Sierra Nevada mountains. Many of them died along the way, and those who lived may have envied the dead. Theirs was an ordeal of near starvation. You see, these were some of the first to venture into uncharted wilderness. The trail they blazed was later to become known as the Lassen Death Route. We're going to show you why it got that name, and how the lives of Lassen and his entire party came to depend on what they would find on the other side of the mountain.
Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Turner, I'm sorry.
What happened, Peter?
I tried to tell him how sorry I am about his wife. I guess he still blames me.
Blames you?
He's got to blame somebody.
But why?
Human nature.
It certainly isn't your fault his wife got the fever.
I know that, and you know it, but I can't expect that from Turner and the others.
But I don't understand how they could...
It's simple. I'm the guide. They've got a right to expect miracles.
You did everything you could for Ann Trenner.
But it wasn't enough, was it, Judy? Just like it wasn't enough when the Hartman boy died or when Sam Potter died. They are dying one by one, and there's nothing I can do about it.
You've got to stop torturing yourself like this. Those deaths are not your fault.
Well, maybe not. Still, I came to you all in St. Louis and stirred up all your hopes and dreams. Oh, what was it I said? I'll lead you to the promised land, Sacramento Valley, California. Best farmland in the world. Going to build a fine little town there.
Well, that's right, Peter. It was what every one of us was looking for and hoping for.
Those 2 men we lost to the Indians back on the plains, they're not going to see that little town, are they?
We all knew there were risks. You told us about them.
Yeah. Everything was going pretty good till we got to these mountains. Every night I hear the children crying for food and the mothers saying tomorrow. In the end of each day, there's still no food. Every day the people are drifting farther away from me, Judy.
Not all of us, Peter.
I know that. If it wasn't for you and your brother Joel, I don't know what I would do.
It'll all be different when we get to the Sacramento Valley. This hunger's got everyone on edge. But remember how it was before the mountains? Everybody laughing and working together? It'll be like that again. You'll see.
It's Joel.
Pete. Pete, you gotta come quick. It's Trenner. He's trying to stir the others up against you.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard for him to do.
Pete, you gotta stop him.
All right, let's go down and see what he's got to say.
My wife is the 6th among us to die in this godforsaken country. You remember, right? Laston said he'd get us to California safely. Well, let's not fool ourselves any longer. We're starving to death up here, just like the Donner Party did 2 years ago. Yes, it was in these very same mountains that the survivors turned to cannibalism, just so they could stay alive. Lassen, I got something to say to you. We're all agreed. We turn back right now.
Now, you listen to me. Turning back would be the worst thing you could do. You've already gone 10 days without finding a fresh supply of meat. Up ahead, we're most likely to find it. But turn back over the same ground we just covered, and you know there's nothing. Any one of you think you could survive another 10 days without a new supply of food? All right. The faster we get underway, the faster we get out of this barren country.
Why didn't you tell us back in Missouri that we'd have to cross the Sierra Nevadas?
Because if he had nobody to come with him, then he'd have nobody to sell his precious Sacramento land to.
I had planned to cross the desert, but we couldn't get a full supply of water before we started. We'd all be dead by now if we'd tried it.
Then we didn't have much chance either way. Why didn't we stop in Nevada?
Mrs. Dobson, we agreed to go all the way to California. Now, you know that.
That farmland's not going to do us much good if none of us lives to see it.
You're not being fair. Peter's doing everything he can to get you there.
Well, that's not good enough.
Then maybe you'd like to take over as a guide, Turner. Would you? Would anybody like to take my place? I'd be more than happy to step down if somebody thinks they can do a better job than I'm doing. What about it? All right. We'll keep doing things my way. Well, let's get back into the wagons. We still got 4 hours of good daylight left. Our animals are ready to drop. I think our best chance is to get rid of most of the weight we've been carrying. Now, that means throwing away a lot of things that none of us want to part with, but it's got to be done. I want you to get rid of all furniture, tools, everything that isn't absolutely necessary for survival.
If we throw away our farm tools, how are we going to work the land if and when we get to Sacramento?
If we don't throw them away, we might not get there at all. You fixing to take that chair?
That's right. It was Ann's favorite. I've had to give up practically everything she owned. I'm not giving up this chair.
Look, Trenner, I know how you feel, and I'd like to let you take it.
Like to let me? You got nothing to say about it, Lassen. The chair stays on the wagon.
The chair goes. Everybody's had to give up things they're fond of.
You think you're big enough to take it away from me?
If I have to, maybe. I hope you won't make that necessary.
Oh, my God! Stop it, traitor! Stop it, you hear me? Stop it! Stop! Why? Let him go, Joel! Drop it, traitor! Drop it! Drop it!
Joel, get him out of here. Let's get in our wagons and move out of here.
Call you?
How's Trenner, Joel?
He's all right. He almost kills you. Another second, you'd have been a goner for sure.
I know. Thanks for stepping in when you did.
Trenner must have been half crazy, attacking you that way.
I hope this taught him a lesson.
Sure taught me one.
What?
But the only people I can count on are you two. All the others would have stood by and let him kill me. Nobody even stepped in to stop him. And that's something I'm not going to forget. It's not easy looking after the lives of people who would let you die and probably congratulate the man who did it.
Maybe if you could give him some good news, that might help hold them together. How much farther do you think it is?
That's hard to say.
We're still a long way, aren't we?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. We're lost.
Oh, no.
But the map.
The map is wrong. None of the landmarks are showing up. I don't know where we are. I haven't spotted a landmark for the past 5 days now.
What do you think our chances are?
It's hard to say. We've been following the sunset, so we've got to be moving steadily westward.
Well, that's what happened to the Donner Party. They got lost up here, too.
Hey, everybody, listen. I overheard Lassen and Joel talking. I'm telling you, we're lost. He don't know where we are. Well, come on. What are you talking about?
What's that?
The left line. All right, there he is. Go on, ask him for yourself.
Let's find out the truth.
Sure, buddy.
Trenner says we're lost. Is that the truth, Lassen?
Of course not. He's making it up.
It's the truth. I swear it is. You're not going to make a liar out of me. I'm going to prove what I'm saying. He writes everything down in his log. Let's take a look at that, huh? Nobody touches that log!
Look, if he's telling the truth, there's no reason why we shouldn't see that log.
Here it is.
Look here.
Right here on the last page. Read what he says in his own words.
Still haven't seen a landmark. 4th day away from last position charted on map, the Humboldt Basin. Entire party weak with hunger. Should this be found with our remains, let it be a testament to our struggle.
Then Trenner was right. We are going to die up here.
Lassen lied to us.
He had to lie to you. He was afraid if you found out the truth, you'd panic. And that's just what you're doing.
He lied to save his skin. Maybe we will die up here, but at least we'll have the satisfaction of hanging a man that's responsible for it. Yeah. Get his horse. Get some rope. Let's get him over the tree.
No, stop it! Leave him alone!
All right, right here. All right, let's get him on the horse.
No! This is murder! Stop it!
Get her out of here!
Leave her alone!
Joel, tell them, please!
All right, listen to me! Lassen is our only chance to get out of here alive. You kill him, you kill all of us.
We never had a chance. He's just as lost as we are.
No, we're not lost. We're only 2 days from the Sacramento Valley. What? I can prove it. You see that mountain up there, the highest one? That's Mount St. Joseph. That's the one I've been looking for. I can show you the Sacramento Valley from there. It's just on the other side.
He's stalling. It'll take us 2 or 3 days to get up there, and he knows it.
What if you find out he's telling the truth? How'll you live with yourself then?
She's right. We can't hang him until we make sure he's lying. If a few of us left at dawn, we could be at the top by nightfall.
We ain't got time.
A man's life is at stake. All our lives are at stake. Now, you gotta check out his story. Anybody else beside Trenner want to see him hang now? Let him come down. But if we don't see that valley, you're never coming back.
Pete, it's me. Joel. Joel, what are you doing? Helping you get out of here. No. The others find out, they'll kill you. Nobody will ever know it was me who helped you get away. Of course they will. Who else would they suspect? Judy. Come on. She's waiting with horses. One for you, one for her. No, I'm not going, Joel. Are you crazy? They'll kill you if you... Unless the Sacramento really is on the other side of that mountain.
I don't know if it is or not. It looks like Mount St. Joseph, but I'm not sure. I've never seen it from this side before.
Well, then you can't afford to take the chance.
I've got to. I can't leave those people out here. I'm the guide.
If it's not there, you won't be able to talk them out of stringing you up. Now, you know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Well, what good you gonna do them if you're dead?
Well, if it isn't there, maybe I deserve to be strung up. I don't know. I know I've got to see this thing through. Now tell Judy I'm sorry.
It's the guard. Come on, Pete, go. It's your last chance.
Get going, Joel.
All right, Charlie. Cut him loose. That won't be necessary.
He could have gotten away during the night.
Now, why would I want to do that? We're almost there. I'll get saddled up and we'll get going. Easy, boy, easy now.
We ought to be able to see the other side from up there.
What do you see?
Absolutely nothing.
It's too cloudy. We'll have to wait.
We haven't got time to wait. Our families are starving to death back there.
For how much longer are you gonna let them keep stalling you?
Shut up, Trenner. We said we'd wait until we could see what was down there. Now look, we could climb down.
If we did, we probably wouldn't have the strength to climb back up. Still, we did agree to check a story. Let's wait a while. Maybe it'll clear enough for us to see.
Probably stay like this for weeks. And I'll bet you Lassen knew it. That's why he led us up here on a wild goose chase.
Wait a minute. He had a chance to escape and he didn't. Doesn't that prove anything to you?
Yeah, it proves he thought he could outsmart us.
You're right, Trenner. That mist may last for days. If it ever does clear up this high up.
Well, then let's quit wasting time.
Now hold it! You said you'd wait until we found out what was down there.
We're not waiting any longer. Get him.
Now, wait a minute. Come on, there's a good tree down by the horses. Well, just don't leave him there.
There. It's the Sacramento Valley. it's there.
Hey, wait! Wait, it's there!
Wait! Stop! I see it! I see the valley! It's the Sacramento!
What's he saying? What difference does it make?
Wait!
All right, Lassen. You got anything to say? Because it's really going to be your last chance.
Nothing that would change your mind. You all know what you're doing is wrong. I don't have to tell you. I feel sorry for you. If you live, you're going to have to live with the guilt of my murder.
Stop! You gotta stop the hanging! Don't do it!
Maybe he's right. His death won't do the rest of us any good. And maybe the valley is down there. It's justice, Collier. He's getting what he deserves.
What's the matter? You turning yellow, Collier? We all agreed to pull the rope.
I'll do my duty like everybody else, I guess.
What's the matter with you? I said I saw it. I saw the valley. You gotta stop.
Did you hear him? Joel said he saw it. He didn't say anything to stop the hanging, but it won't work this time. All right, men, pull.
What do you think you're doing? Hold it, Trevor, hold it. No, I saw it. The Sacramento Valley plain as day. Go on, all of you, go on, take a look.
You're not just saying that, are you, Joel?
No, it's there. Oh, we made it, Pete, we made it. And it's as beautiful as you said.
Oh, thank God, Joel. Thank God.
Well, we went through an awful lot, but it was worth it. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I won't argue with you about that. Come on.
It was the most beautiful sight any of them had ever seen. They settled in the Sacramento Valley within sight of the mountain that marked the way to their salvation, and in 1856 changed its name to Lassen Peak in honor of their guide. Located in the Cascade Range, Lassen Peak erupted in 1914 and 1915, leading to the creation of Lassen Volcanic National Park. You can visit there yourself and climb the trail up Lassen Peak, just as Peter Lassen did back in 1848.